All right, we are going to rewind the clock a few years back. I am currently en route back to the club for Run Club tonight. So we got a good squad joining up. I think we're going to have a bunch of new faces, a bunch of new repeat faces from last week trying it the first time. So I'm hyped for that. And people showing up again after trying it the first time, and especially if it's the first time they've ran in a while or seriously ran, it's a 5K, that's discipline to return. And that kind of segues into what I want to talk about on my drive back. So again, let's rewind a few years back. Let's go back to 2020. We know what happened, but I think a lot of people went through the same pattern when it came to their health and their fitness. And that was, it just dropped. For me, it tanked. It almost became non-existent. That's how minimal it was. And so I was in good shape before. I was very committed to the gym. I was pretty disciplined with it, but I put work in my career way before that, at that point in my life, which is fine. I had very specific goals around my career, but at the same time, because my health and fitness suffered and took a backseat or even just got kicked out of the car, eventually I lost all the gains and I lost legitimate health. So for me, during those years, the problem was I was very, very undisciplined. I lacked motivation to actually get fitness done and commit to health. And some of this stuff might be resonating with you, whether you are kind of half-assing it, quarter-assing it, 3 1/4-assing it, or just no-assing at all, right? So what I was really focusing on were the things I shouldn't have been doing to benefit my health. I was eating whatever I wanted, didn't care about eating the right foods. I was drinking a lot. It was a time in my life when it was wedding galore, wedding season left and right, multiple summers in a row. The drinking was just an absolute fiesta. There was weekday drinking. You know, the classic, in COVID, we'd polish off a bottle of wine multiple nights a week. Yeah, accurate, like a lot of us. And then just not working out, or very sporadically working out. At-home workouts, not my thing. Doesn't work for me. Maybe some runs here or there. Yeah, a few years back was doing running as my way of staying fit. And so the result was I wasn't fit. And even worse was I wasn't actually healthy. So if you refer to my video where I explained the life insurance and how initially my blood work showed that I wasn't that healthy, and then after I got in shape, it completely 180'd the results, that's like a testament to, okay, what's your actual inner health, right? What's difficult to see that might be problematic, especially in the long term. So that was kind of where I was at, and mentally the confidence started to dwindle. I had used to be a lot more confident and comfortable, or had extreme confidence and comfortability with being shirtless, going to the beach, going out on the boat. And I was always at least in a shape enough to say, oh yeah, like I at least feel like I'm jacked, whether people thought I was or wasn't. And I lost all that. No more crazy biceps, no more veins, no more abs, no more lean, no more shred. And so losing that did result in drops in confidence as well, even if I kind of was in denial about it. So if this is resonating with you, keep listening, because the change and the fast forward now from 2020, got out of shape, remained out of shape, to 2022, started to dial it in, had a realization, had an epiphany, I got to get in shape, meant changing the level of confidence. It meant changing physically, appearance-wise. It meant changing internally. So again, when I had a retest of the blood work, things were way better, which meant my actual health was way better, and overall becoming the real version of myself. So I lost the motto. I totally forgot the motto. I lost sight of it, right? All else fit. With all else going on in life, stay fit. That just disappeared for me. And What sucks is because of that, I lost a big chunk of time where things could have been completely different for me. But at the same time, like I've said many times, you need to trust your path. You need to trust your journey. And that must be part of my path and my journey, because when you fast forward to today, we've now been open for like 5 months, All Else Fit Club, and it's been a phenomenal experience. It's brought together an amazing community of people, and I'm witnessing live in action discipline, motivation, drive, hunger, hard work, work ethic, all of that live happening, literally in the flesh. And it's so cool to see. I'm witnessing transformations happening in just a matter of a few months. And for me, I can resonate with that because that's what I had to go through to get to that point, right? So would I consider All Else Fit Club a success initially off? 1,000%. And not even looking at things monetarily or financially, but looking at what it's done to the community and what it's done for the people that are members there, and what I've heard, what I've been told, what I've seen. That in and of itself is what the success that I'm talking about is. And it's amazing. And so for me, I needed to go through a transformation in order to see things start to change in my life, right? So I needed to figure out how I was mentally going to harden again, right? Stop making the excuses to get out of workouts. Stop coming up with reasons to think of things that were always more important than putting my health and fitness first. And although at the time some of those seem like they're important, and they are, for example, I don't need to work out because the fam has a family day planned. That's phenomenal. But get up earlier, right? I'm going to stay late till like 8:30 at the office because I want to crank through a bunch of work, get ahead on something, impress a client, whatever it is. That's phenomenal. But maybe you went and worked out earlier, or you still worked out after. Discipline. That mindset needed to be hardened. And my mindset when it came to that softened. Like I said, I kind of just lost the concept of All Else Fit for myself as it would be applicable to myself. So I needed to refine that, and I needed to refocus, and I needed to honestly just have the discipline to stay committed to the routine and the process and the end goal. And so I put myself in the mode where I knew where I was physically, both externally and internally, was unacceptable. I was a new dad, and being that type of dad, not in shape, not jacked, not fit, not a good role model from that standpoint, unacceptable. And I know that when you're in shape and you're working hard on yourself each day, it puts you in a better mood. You're more confident, you're more comfortable with yourself. And that just then continues to pour into the other things in your life. So, like I said, focusing on a career. Well, if you're able to put yourself first throughout the week at different times by focusing on your health and fitness, then you should see yourself become better in business. And you should see changes in your career happen. And the excuse of, well, there's no time because I'm putting the career first, there's no time for that. It's just not going to cut it. It's not going to work. Find the time then. You have to find the time. And then you will see crazy results. The amount of respect that you will get because someone can look at you and immediately know, wow, they work hard. Look what they do to themselves every day, is unquantifiable, because it's such a subconscious micro interaction, reaction, chain of events that happen so quickly that the effect is immediate, and it spiderwebs in many different ways, because that person then is starting to think, okay, this person's probably reliable. Look at how hard they work on themselves. This person can commit. This person has discipline. This person has routine. I would much rather rely on this person than the person who couldn't care less, right? So you're immediately putting yourself in a better position. So do not use the career as an excuse. Some days it may trump over it, right? It may trump it that day. And that's fine. That's what being All Else Fit is about. It's about all else in life as well, not just, the gym rat. But you need to commit it to yourself, you need to commit to yourself that you're going to dial in. And it becomes routine, second nature, habit, and your new norm when you do it. It's hard at first. You got to get in the groove. You got to fight off the excuses you were making for years that always won. And now you have to figure out how to, and I did another video on this, change those conversations about your mindset, right? You need to be having a conversation of, how do I give myself a break? I don't want to take a break. Dude, you deserve a break. Kind of a good problem to have. Way different, right? Versus, oh, maybe if I don't go, then I think I'll be okay. And because tomorrow and then the other day, but last week as well. No, it doesn't cut it. Nope. That time is gone. And so for me, I was able to regain focus on all that. And I was able to put it into practice. And the results were being able to get back in shape and come up with something with great confidence. That's what I needed with All Else Fit Club, is I needed serious confidence on a numbers level, on a due diligence level, but also on the brand and the image, right? If I couldn't live up to it, then why would I do it? Who would buy into it, right? If I couldn't live up to the motto of, with all else going on in life, stay fit, and believe me, there's way more fit people than me, but if I couldn't at least be trying at it and putting the energy, time, and effort into it, then who would buy into that, right? What I'm selling is something that I don't even believe in, if that's the case. So I bought into it, and I fell into it. I became obsessed with it. I needed it. I'm insatiable over it. It is now my norm. It is now my routine. And we all deal with difficult things, challenges, adversity every week. Maybe not every day, maybe bigger things and smaller things per day, but we all deal with it. So if you can improve yourself physically, mentally, your discipline becomes better. You will better be able to handle challenges and adversity and take them on. A stronger, more powerful you can defeat all of that. Welcome it. Love the challenge. Go to war with it. Win the battles. That's what you need to be finding. So fast forward, like I mentioned, I'm seeing it happen all around me. It's phenomenal. I love to see it, but we need more of it. It has to continue to spread. It needs to become contagious. It needs to spread like wildfire, because everyone needs to understand the power of being healthy, fit, working out, caring about what they eat and what it'll do for them. They will become an enhanced version of themselves. The ultimate you is waiting just simply from those two things, the food and the exercise. It's like hidden behind a locked door. All you got to do is open it up. You got two keys. Turn them. And the monster that's within is going to come out. That inner monster that crushes life. What's the point if you're not going to slaughter life? So find it. Guys, I'm pulling into the gym in a second, so I got to wrap this video up. Appreciate you listening to the rant. I wanted to share the background of it because I want you to know that if you're in that position in any capacity, whether you are all the way at the bottom or you're at the top, you're teetering, the consistency, the routine, the discipline is just, it's not there. It's not clicking. I was there. It's so normal. So normal. But the winners push through and find their way. And then it becomes easier because that becomes your new norm. The routine, again, the desire, the drive, the grit, the determination, the discipline, the insatiableness becomes the new norm and the new routine for you. If we need to chat about this, then let's do it. Because I need to see this spread like wildfire. I need you to become this. Because if you become this and you're in my life, I know that my life is going to be enhanced from it. Just like the best version of you is enhancing me by me knowing you. I appreciate that. But all others in your life will also feel the effects of that. So don't be selfish, because you holding back you're not opening that door to let the beast out. Those two keys, kind of selling yourself short for those in your life. Can't do that. Stop locking that inner you away. The ultimate you needs to be shared with the world. So honestly, let's get to work. Let's find your routine, find your discipline. I want it to become second nature so I can send you on your way and you become the absolute savage that you're supposed to be. And you crush it in health, you crush it in fitness, exercise, eating right, knowing your 90-10 split in discipline so that you can crush your week, each week, your routine, your schedule, your time with your family, being the best you for your family and for your friends, for your coworkers. You crush it in your career. You start developing and building your own personal brand, and you chase that business that you're hoping to open one day, being your boss. Let's get to work. With all else going on in life, stay fit.